Why do 37.5% of marriages end in divorce? That means broken families. That means children being raised in other homes. The answer is simple. It's often not because you're not right for each other. It's because your partner does not feel loved, understood, or appreciated. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to make them feel those things with something called the 5 love languages. Now, have you ever felt like you give love and appreciation? You might work hard in your career or business to provide for the family. You might try and help out around the house. You might spend time with the kids. But despite how hard you try, despite all the things you do, your partner does not feel like you're doing enough. This is exactly what happened with myself and Rosie. When Talia was born, for the first 3 months, I was grinding and working in the business, trying to provide for our family, but I wasn't spending enough time with Rosie and Talia. And Rosie would build up this resentment within her, and then it would come out instead of us communicating about it because I was too busy to chat. And she didn't feel understood, she didn't feel appreciated because she was having to look after all the house stuff while I was at work. Now, this is something we agreed to, but despite agreeing to it, it just wasn't working. And I knew I had to turn things around. Now, there are 5 reasons that your partner may or may not be feeling loved, appreciated, or understood. And these are actually called the 5 love languages. There's an awesome book by Gary Chapman. I'll put it up here. It's called The 5 Love Languages. And that book goes into detail about each of these areas. But in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how they work and how they can help you improve your relationship and be a better man for your family. The first love language is words of affirmation. Words of affirmation is when you say something to your partner or to someone that you love, and that saying is words that frame exactly how you feel about them. This is a big one for most high-performing men, career-driven men, entrepreneurs, and business owners. We don't need much. We just want to be loved, and the way we get given that love is being told, hey, you're doing a great job. This is exactly what I love from Rosie. For her to say, I'm proud of you, babe. Thank you for supporting us. I can see all the hard work you're putting in. That for me is enough to go, you know what? This is all worth it. But when I don't get that acknowledgement, when I don't get those words, then I often feel like I'm not being appreciated, despite the fact that I know my wife is appreciating me. So words of affirmation is telling somebody exactly how you feel about them, saying things like, I'm proud of you, I appreciate you, thank you for all of the things you do with our children and looking after the house, thank you for making sure that we're fed every single night. Every single night when you eat dinner, if your partner is making it for you, saying, this is a delicious dinner, thank you so much, I'm grateful for you. It's simply just expressing what you're often thinking. As modern day men, as human beings, but as modern day men, we often don't actually share what's on our mind. We just expect our partner to know that we appreciate them and that we love them. And it's simply not true. So words of affirmation is something that we get to do every single day. Tell your partner, tell your kids that you love them, that you appreciate them, and don't just say that shit. Tell them exactly why. I appreciate you because, I'm grateful for you because, I understand how difficult it is, and make them feel appreciated, loved, and understood by expressing what they're going through and by expressing how grateful you are for that. The second love language is quality time. Now, as the name suggests, it's the time you spend with your partner that is of quality. If you're enjoying this video and you want to have a better relationship with your partner, your kids, or yourself, then hit the subscribe button down below and that little bell icon. We release videos like this every single week. Hit subscribe, keep watching the video. One of the biggest problems I had in my relationship was I would spend time with Rosie and Talia, but because I was busy, I wasn't actually there. I had stress and pressure from the workday, grinding for the family, trying to make a living. So even though I was there at the end of the day, I couldn't switch off. And because I couldn't switch off from business, it meant that I couldn't switch on for my family. So quality time is the first type of time, but there's also quantity time. Quantity is the amount of time, quality is the value of that time. And you want to have a healthy mix of both. When you are with your partner or your children, you want to make sure that you are present. You want to bring your focus into the moment. Look them in the eyes. Listen to them when they are speaking to you. Bring joy and gratitude and abundance to the fact that you are there with them in that moment. Now, this is difficult to do sometimes, especially when you're a high performance man. But one of the things that's going to make you perform better in business and make you provide more for your family is being able to come into the moment. And it's simply a matter of focus. So if your partner wants more of your time, that really often means they want more quality time. It's not just amount of time, it's the quality of that time. One really important thing to consider is you can think you're giving love and showing love, but if your partner does not feel it, if your children do not feel it, then it doesn't matter what you think. When you speak their language, which might not always be your language, they're going to start to feel it. Your language is going to be different to theirs, and it's so important to learn these to have powerful relationships full of connection, intimacy, and love. The third love language is gifts. Yep, giving things to your partner. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean you need to buy your partner a diamond necklace or a Gucci bag whenever they feel like it, but Rosie is one of these women who likes to be given things. Gifts is big for her. For birthdays, for special occasions, she likes to go all out on gifts and she likes to be given gifts. Now, the funny thing about this one is I'm not a gifts guy, so I don't go out of my way to give her those gifts. But this is the point of the love languages, is I don't feel like she needs that. I don't want to give that, not because I'm a bad person, because it's not important to me, but it's important to my wife. And therefore, to make her feel loved, I get to do something that I wouldn't normally do to make her feel that understanding and appreciation we talked about. So gifts can be things like flowers. It could be just writing a note, something that you give them telling them how special they are. It can be taking them out or buying them an experience. Gifts is the act of giving something. So words of affirmation is giving words. Quality time is giving time, but this is actually giving something physical to that person. And a lot of women, not all of them, do appreciate things like gifts, especially surprises, especially birthdays and special events and anniversaries. A tip for you, if you're having an anniversary or a special event or a birthday coming up with your partner or someone you love, schedule it into your calendar and then set a reminder a month before. And then what you can do is dedicate an hour, every year, it's 1 hour, and book something in. Either order something online, you can do it in a matter of minutes, order some flowers, order some chocolates, order an experience, and give your partner that gift that they deserve and desire. The fourth love language is acts of service. This is the act of doing something for your partner. This is a service that you are giving them. Again, when we are busy, we believe that our act of service is working hard and providing for our family. But whether you like it or not, that is no longer enough in this day and age as a modern day man. An act of service could be simply helping out with the kids, putting the kids to sleep or bathing them, feeding them once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, once a day even, and doing that consciously to give your partner the gift of their own time so they can recover. An act of service could be opening the door. An act of service could be making dinner. An act of service is going out of your way to not just give your partner time, but it's going out of your way to give them something, to do something for them. Now, words of affirmation is an amazing love language. It's the first one we talked about. But often as men, we say shit and we don't do shit. We say we appreciate our partner, we say that we love them, but then we don't show it through our actions. Again, we believe that working is the action. Acts of service is when you do. It's doing. What can you do each and every day to make your partner feel loved, appreciated, and understood? The final love language is physical touch. This is one that most men have. We don't need much to get aroused, a bit of thigh here, a nip slip there, and most of us, if we're healthy, we get pretty hard, horny, and excited. That is part of our nature. Physical touch is exactly as it is said. It is touching, it is massages, it could be sex, it could be holding hands. It is the act of getting physical and being connected with each other. And physical touch is one that most men find easy, but a lot of the time, not all the time, women need to get the other needs and languages met in order to want to give the act of physical touch. The only example you need of this is if you've been in a long-term relationship before. At the beginning, when it's fun and exciting, there's lots of sex and intimacy, and then over the months and the years, it starts to slowly decline and disappear. That's because the partner, the person that you're with, typically doesn't feel loved, appreciated, or understood, and therefore what ends up happening is they lose that desire. There's actually a video up here that you can watch. After this one, I'll put it at the end and down below, all about how to make your wife and partner desire you again. But for now, physical touch is the final love language, and that is the act of touching. It is physicality in a relationship. It's one most men have, and some women do as well. So how does this all come together? Well, these love languages are different ways that your partner and yourself feel and give love. So the action step here is to sit down with your partner and ask them which of these 5 areas, which of these 5 languages resonates with them the most. You can also do this prior to the conversation, or you can do it without even having a conversation. If you think about your partner or your children, when you say something to them, how do they react? When you spend time with them and it's quality, how do they react? When you do something for them, how do they react? When you give them something, how do they react? And when you have physical touch with them, how do they react? And it shouldn't be that difficult to see that some things you do are not understood or appreciated, and some things you do are. Now, the secret here is to find out your partner's 2 biggest love languages and then try and meet those every single day. Basically telling them, showing them exactly what they need, exactly what they desire, so that you can fill their love bank and they feel more love. And then what will typically happen is, without you even trying to get anything from them, simply by filling their cup, they will often reciprocate and fill your cup. It's also really important that you understand each other's love languages. So once you start filling their cup, you can ask them, very simple question most men don't ask, do you mind if I share with you how I can feel loved and appreciated? It's a very hard question for a man to ask. It's like, oh, why would you ask that? Because we all want to be loved and appreciated. It's one of the most important, powerful feelings on the planet, especially when you work hard and provide for your family, is to know that you are enough, that you're good enough. Often the reason we work so hard is because we feel like it's never enough. So this is a huge piece for most modern day men. Final thing, this is really dangerous, is if you're not meeting your partner's love languages, then despite the fact that you feel like you're doing things for them, despite the fact that you feel like you're showing love, if they're not feeling that, then there's going to be a disconnection. And this is why so many marriages break down. This is why so many people lose the spark in their relationship, is they simply don't know how to meet each other's languages and how to speak each other's languages. At the beginning, it's easy, because when you first get with someone, there's a spark there. It's infatuation over real love. Real love takes work, effort, and time. And if you're willing to put in the time and the effort, you can have an amazing relationship full of intimacy, sex, and connection. So I hope you got some value from this video. If you did, drop a thumbs up and a like on the video, subscribe and hit that bell icon. We release videos like this every single week on how to improve your relationships, scale your business, and be a balanced modern day man. Now also, there's gonna be a video up here that you can watch on how to make your wife desire you again, want to have sex with you. And we do that using something called the daily deposit system. It's extremely powerful and it utilizes these love languages. So click up here to go watch that video. Make sure you subscribe, leave a like, and I'll see you for the next one.